Hi. Before the video starts, I just wanted to come here and say that there's so many different ways to feel and so many things that we can do. But one thing I will not do, and that I absolutely refuse to do, is despair. I was very upset. I was very sad. But I can't allow myself to fall into the pit of despair, because that is how these kinds of regimes win, is by breaking us down, and I will not be broken down. Instead, I'm going to light a candle, and I'm going to do the thing that I have done for a very long time, which is come here. I started this channel as a place for me to escape, and I escaped here when no one was watching. I escaped here when 300 were watching. I escaped here when suddenly 2001 were watching. And I escape here now when there's, holy shit, almost 7,000 of you watching. My goal is to just always have moonlight in a sky without stars. And y'all have helped me have that. So I am not an insensitive prick. I hope you don't think that. But this is where I've always come when the world beats me down, because this is the one spot that always gives me calm, makes me feel like I know what I'm doing, helps to clear my head, and gives me strength to carry on. So that's all. Enjoy some frivolity and some laughter today and tomorrow and the day after that. And I hope you will continue on this journey with me of the moonlight. I'll be the moonlight if y'all will be the stars.
What's up? It's me, Audra. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, I'm not sure how you got here, but certainly I'm glad you came. And if you are new here, well, you're in for a treat. All right, if you enjoy chaotic, frenetic energy, you like beauty, you like horror, and a little bit of commentary thrown in between, then I suggest you go on ahead and subscribe for the low, low price of $0. I will tell you a random fact about myself. Today's random fact. All right, so this might sound weird. It's probably not weird to many people, but to Americans, it is. I like to have rice in virtually every meal that I have, because I grew up in Japan. So I also make a fun thing called breakfast rice, where I have already cooked rice, and then I mix it in with some eggs and some bacon and some cheese, a little bit of garlic salt, and it's mwah. All right, and pepper, of course, don't forget the pepper. So that's me, that's what I do. Let me know some of the random cooking things that you all have, and you can do it on my socials. I appreciate hanging out with all of you there. Thank you for letting me be my normal weird self out on the Twitters, and I appreciate that. So, what are we here with today, Audra? Well, today I wanted to talk about 9 things that I regret purchasing. Now, just because I regret it doesn't mean I wouldn't repurchase or anything like that, but we'll get into it as we move on. And I thought it would be like kind of a fun thing to do, considering everything's on fire. All right, let's get started. First up are these shadows, and I'm going to brand unknown them. Now, the thing is, I absolutely like these shadows. They're fantastic. They are fantabulous. They are very, very shifty. However, I regret having purchased them the way that I did, because, fun fact, they were advertised as handmade. Doesn't quite seem so much that doesn't seem the case. So I definitely overpaid for these, which can happen in these streets when you are buying some brand of a new brand of independent makeup. But I'm gonna show you right quick, this is why I don't necessarily regret the purchases, because the colors are absolutely beautiful. They're very, very stunning, but it does suck a lot that I bought these, and it's like, and they're fabulous and fantastic. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, like, oh yeah, forgot to show y'all. All right, but here's the issue, and like, look how beautiful, like, look, they're so pretty. But if I had really known that they weren't handmade, I never would have purchased them for that price. I would have just gone to AliExpress, where they originally came from, and bought them for $3 a piece. Mistakes were made. Moving on. The next items that I am so ashamed of, they go hand in hand. I'm not ashamed, but I regret buying it, is both of these mascaras from L'Oreal. They're both Voluminous Million Lashes and False Fiber Lashes. This one is the Voluminous Million Lashes. This one is the False Fiber Lashes. Here's the thing, neither one of these, this doesn't even have false fibers. Like, I used this so many times and I was like, where are the fibers? Because I know what that's supposed to feel like, because I have the Thrive mascara. It feels nothing like that. It's really just a gunky ass mascara. This one's actually quite gunky, and it does not give you the feel that you were hoping for, or the length that you were hoping for. And then the other one is gonna be the Voluminous Million. I do kind of like this, but I don't feel like I end up with Voluminous Million lashes. More than anything, I just feel like they're separated and they don't feel voluminous. So for that reason, like, I'm really sad that I bought these. Like, it desperately hurts my feelings and kind of makes me cry a little bit on the inside that I have them in this like giant mascara thing. And I keep trying to convince myself I'm gonna use it, and then every time I use it, I'm so sad that I did and have to put another mascara on top. So for that reason, I regret it. All right, the next regret, listen, Becca can't do everything. Listen, right? Y'all know who've been here for a while, I was just like, Becca, and now I've had to like back up off of that, as we generally do when we fall in love with a brand, because they normally do something to make us not love them. Anyway, it's gonna be this Becca primer. Okay. So this is the Becca Velvet Blurring Primer Perfecting Base. Here's the problem. I tried to use this multiple times, and honestly, the only way that you can use it where it doesn't pill on you is to like not have any moisturizer on, which you can't do because this is a velvet blurring primer and it's dry. So because it's so dry, it's like you decide, okay, well, I'll do my skincare and then I'll just put this on top and then that'll be okay. But then my face feels like it's cracking, you know, like in one of those disaster movies where like a volcano or the earthquake comes and they always show that scene of the earth being like, that's what happens if you don't put moisturizer on. But if you put moisturizer on, then it pills, and I have to use very specific moisturizers to use this. I'm not a fan. And the thing is, what sucks about it is it's a great, once it's not pilling, it's a fantastic primer. But getting past all the little like making your skin look horrific, really it does. Like if you don't get them all off and like dust them off your face first, it looks like you're suffering from some horrifying outbreak. So yeah, for that reason, this has to be in my line of regrets, and I just keep convincing myself I'm gonna try to use it, but then I don't, so it's like ticking time bomb there. All right, the next one, I have been trying to find somebody to declutter this to. I know who I wanted to declutter it to, I just haven't asked. But I've talked about this in a declutter video, and it is the Guerlain Terracotta Bronzer. This one is in 5. Whoo, listen, first of all, okay, let me just show you the shade because it's not mine. But I regret this so much because I was on this like whole trip where I was like, oh, let me just find a primer, blah, 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 blah. No, what happened is I just started buying like stupid expensive primers. I think because I was trying to get like a good, no, I know. It's because I was trying to get a good mix of expensive and middle and then inexpensive. And I got this one thinking that it would be dark enough because first of all, the pictures lied. But the other thing is, even if it was dark enough, it smells like a perfumery. Like pretty hardcore, like it's fairly intense.
it's still in my nostrils.
So I am just really sad that I bought this, not even because it's not necessarily my shade right now, because I do know that like I turn a little yellow in the winter, so this might be okay. But honestly, the smell, and I'm saying this as I know who I want to try to declutter it to, and I feel very confident that they're not gonna want it because like it smells. But we're gonna see, we're gonna see. The next thing I regret, listen, this was in a declutter as well, like, but I didn't declutter it, and I can't because it's my Marc Jacobs big ass bronzer. Like, that's not its name, but it's the Omega Bronze and Tantalize. I'm kind of using it a little bit as like a blush instead, which, listen, here's the thing. I regret it because I got sucked in by this huge packaging. Like, look how big this is. Like, this is my face. Like, it's so big. And also with Marc Jacobs, there's a huge mirror in it. Like, I think that I am a little bit more susceptible to some packaging than I thought that I was, and honestly, my feelings are hurt. So yeah, this is a regret because it's not my shade, and I really did just get sucked in by the packaging, and it's for that stupid packaging that, I mean, okay, look, from here, like, I just need you to see, like, the mirror is as big as the compact. Do you understand? Like, this is why this happens to me. And you know what? I do regret making the purchase because obviously I think I really could see that this wasn't gonna be my shade, but there was something about this packaging that called to me, but I still regret purchasing it. But I'm also not gonna like let this go. And it's like, listen, this is one of my sucker packages, y'all know. And if you saw us live, then you definitely know that I am restraining myself from buying anything from the Marc Jacobs holiday collection because I know it's the same shit. I know it is. It's just like really cute packaging, and I'm not gonna let myself get sucked in this time because I already regret this. All right. Okay, the sixth thing is, because I basically have a little package that I'm putting together for somebody, so some of it has been sitting over here in like a little thing, but this is the Tatcha Silk Canvas. I completely regret buying this at all. I'm glad that it's like it was the smaller size, I guess. I don't know what I did. I don't know. I hate it with like my entire being. It's gross. I don't like the way it sits in this little thing. And it feels like the second you open it, like any kind of fur or hair is attracted to the little like thing in there. And I know I think Josh told me that they make it in like a pump form, so I might try that. But I just absolutely hate this form of delivery. And it really does hurt my feelings. Like, why did I buy this? Why did I buy it? It's because everybody was talking about it. This is one of those situations where hype got a hold of me and I let everybody talk about it. And then I was like, okay, I'll buy it too. And you know what? It happens to us all the time. That won't be the last time, you know? That's okay. That's okay. Because then I'll be back with another round of regrets. And that's gonna be that. All right, so the next thing I don't actually have because I threw it in the trash in a fit of rage, which was the Tower 28 bronzers. Okay, I had the darkest one, and guess what? It was not dark enough. This was my skin, and it was not dark enough. That is another one where I regret buying it because, again, I got sucked into the hype of how great they were. Also, not only was it not dark enough, but truly, I don't like cream products. I don't like cream products.
I don't like cream products.
So sorry, things got weird, but seriously, I don't like them. And so those two things alone, like, I should have, just for the fact that I don't like cream products, I shouldn't have purchased it. But then I let the hype get a hold of me and I was like, maybe I can try. I was wrong. I can't try. I don't like it. It's a no for me, dog. In the vein of cream products, hurts my heart to say this because I do have other products from this brand that I very greatly enjoy, but it is the Danessa Myricks Beauty Deep Bronzer. I don't like cream products. I regret buying it knowing it was cream, but I was like so excited by Danessa Myricks, but I don't like cream products. I don't like it. I'm so oily. Like I have oily skin And having oily skin for me, and it's not like normal oily skin. No, no, no. For me, it means like if I put on cream products, which I have done, and it gets bad. It gets bad. I'm like sweating profusely. I have to put on like all this powder to not look like fried chicken. And then I end up looking like fried chicken anyway, but like not good fried chicken. It's the fried chicken that's been sitting there for like several hours under the heat lamp. It's gross. And like that's what I end up looking like. And I love Danessa Myricks, but it's not her fault that I don't like cream products. I never should have bought this knowing that about myself. And for that reason, I regret this purchase with my whole heart. I'm so sorry. Okay, so this is gonna be weird, but for my 8th products, I'm using it as an S. It is the Her Mannerisms Loose Pigments. Now, hold your horses because I love them. What I regret though is buying 4 of them because this is a lot of loose pigment. This is more than I'm ever gonna need. And I really feel like this one and the orange one would have been sufficient for my life, but I got 4 of these. I got this one in a dark blue, like a limey green and orange, and this purple. I really should have just got 2 because I really didn't think about like when they were talking about how much, like the size of it, it just didn't hit my brain right. And I bought all 4 of them and I truly regret having purchased all 4 of them, although I totally love these. In fact, I'm wearing this now on the cheeks, and we're gonna not talk about like whatever super fun, interesting, weird thing is happening on my face, but it is happening. So that being the case, I'm a little upset at myself for having purchased all 4 of them. I do regret having bought all of them. I wish I just purchased 2, but I still totally love the product and will continue using them. So that one was a little odd. That one was a little odd, a little bit of a strange regret, but it exists. All right, for the 9th and final product that I regret buying, it is the RMS Beauty Lipstick Minis. There were 5 in the pack and I got all of them, and I regret this so much. Okay. It's like really mad self. RMS is what it stands for right now. I'm like really mad at myself. All right, so here's why I regret it. Because first of all, I really actually don't like minis, and I literally just decluttered my Pat McGrath minis because one, I didn't like the formula, and I do like the formula of this, but I really wish that I just bought like real like the real size in colors that I specifically chose, because it's a very nice formula, but like I really hate minis. Like, it's just ruining my day that it's like every time I get them out, I'm always like, I feel like an evil witch, like, but I just really wish I had done that, because one, I have five colors. I really like a couple of them, but I don't love all of them. The pink is really nice when I'm going for a hot pink, but like this like weird little beigey color, like it's all right, but I feel like I have better shades from other brands that are full sized. So that's a thing. I haven't even used that one. So I really regret doing that. I don't know. I was just on this kick when this started, because I was for once buying my own makeup after I quit using beauty boxes, and I just like, I kind of went ham. I went a little ham. I went a little. So that's that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The tower's 9. No, it's 10. Good. After doing some quick calculations, I discovered that because I did not have the tower 28 in front of me, I have 10 items, and now I have to find one more item because I can't live my life like this. Do you understand? Do you see how? Okay, the final thing that I do kind of regret buying, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out, is the Stellar, I believe it's the Limitless Foundation. Okay, it's not because there's anything wrong with the foundation. The regret I have about this is that it is a dewy foundation, and while I was like trying foundations, I kind of wish I hadn't purchased another dewy type foundation, because by the time I bought this, I had 4 already that were quite like, that had that dewy love going. So I felt like I wasn't doing anything to be like dimensional with my foundation purchases to try. And I actually have not really been able to do a full video on this. It's actually quite nice, to be honest. It's a nice foundation, but I regret buying it because, again, this was another one of those things where I was literally sitting there in the throes of like, I can buy my own makeup, hoes. and I was so excited about it that I just kind of like was buying way too much shit at the same time. And I bought this, and I just really shouldn't have, just because like I said, I had enough dewy. I needed to find something that wasn't like necessarily dewy full coverage. Like this is a full coverage dewy foundation, and I really should not have bought this one alongside my Uoma Beauty, my Becca Skin Love. Like I should have just like backed off. Also, I had the CoverGirl Skin Milk, which I'm wearing right now. So like I really had enough. I had that like area covered, and I should have bought another one, because now it's like I have so much dewy foundation. So it's like mistakes were made. All right. Ha! That is it. That is the video. I wonder if y'all have any makeup regrets, anything that you've purchased that you regret purchasing for various reasons. It's not even necessarily that you hate it, just like maybe you have too much of something. Maybe you don't like minis. Maybe you just can't let something go because you got sucked into the packaging. Please let me know in the comments. I look forward to chatting with y'all. And as usual, huge shout out to my patrons. Yeah. All right, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Please be safe, be kind out there. It literally costs $0 to be kind, and it's good for your soul, unless that person has a dark, ugly, evil soul, and then like just be as mean as you want to, because that's also good for your soul. All right, until next time, deuces. Oh my God. All right. I got distracted, it's so pretty. How dumb do I have to be like, oh, wait, I forgot one. Cover me in multi-crows. I regret everything. What is my 9th product? Where did I put it? I feel like it was here somewhere, and I haven't used it. I can't find it. Where is it? You know what? That was my actual regret. There's 2 more regrets there. We're gonna have to do this video again.